Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Cancer. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a clearer and more concise picture as what potentially could be happening for your love life in this week. So it could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So take what you feel fits and just leave the rest. So all the information you need to know about myself and the channel is down in the description box below. If you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, there is a donation link available. All donations are graciously accepted and appreciated at this time, so thank you so much to those who have already donated, and thank you to those who are thinking of donating. If you just enjoy the video and you like, share and subscribe, leave us a comment, that's a great way to donate as well to the channel, so thank you so much for your love and support. So let's get into this now, shall we? Angels of love and light, can we please have clear and concise messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? What do they need to know in relation to love for this week? Please and thank you. So please feel free to leave a timestamp. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands upright. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the King of Wands. Fascinating. Okay. Bear with us. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful, guys. Wow. Okay, so we have Cancer, very strong here, which is you, with the Chariot being in reverse, so this is absolutely your reading. We do have water on the table, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, I was just seeing what other majors there were on the table. But there is Justice here with Libra energy a little bit later on in the deck. Okay, so let's get into this, shall we? So what I'm feeling predominantly is that there is, there's been a lot going on here with the Ten of Wands. There's been a lot of stress, a lot of strain, potentially in your life or your person's life or both of your lives for that matter. I'm getting that if your love interest or yourself, however this resonates, are dealing with a karmic partner as of right now, maybe even a karmic ex, or a karmic situation, it's been incredibly difficult. It's been very challenging, and I feel like your person has most likely dealt with someone who was very demanding. I'm getting overbearing. Someone who was reluctant to change the situation between the two of them. If they were to go through a breakup, or if they have gone through a breakup, this person was reluctant to go through the breakup. And I feel predominantly the reason why they were reluctant to go through the breakup was because of the finances here with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like someone really didn't want to end a relationship or a situationship as of sorts. If potentially your person, your love interest, had children with a karmic partner, so they have a family together, I feel like this other person was reluctant to close out a situation to do with that. And to have to move or relocate or to sell a property or to do something along those lines. I'm getting, it's been very difficult, it's been very challenging, but I feel predominantly your person has actually just wanted to let go of the burdens and the responsibilities to do with this other connection and just to be able to move on, but they've had difficulty with moving on and healing that other situation and moving themselves forward. I feel like someone is purposely trying to create havoc. Someone's purposely trying to make things as difficult as possible to prevent your person from having the brand new chapter that they want in their life. I feel like this person, your love interest, has really needed to stand their ground and assert themselves with this other person and say, look, you know, at the end of the day, we have really tried to get this together, to get this to work, to, you know, try to find peace in the situation. You know, we've gone through what we've gone through, but everything just feels like it's not really gone anywhere. It's not really moved forward. It's been very stagnant. Like, things haven't necessarily grown in the way that, you know, was hoping for them to grow, and they just haven't necessarily worked out. And I feel like predominantly, if your person, you know, had a solid investment with this person, I feel like they may have lost out quite a lot of money and therefore had to start all over again with the ace, with a brand new ace. And this other person that they are most likely breaking up from, or separating from, or getting a divorce from, or cutting legal ties with, they're having to start all over again as well. And they were absolutely, you know, not here for it. They didn't want to be kind of pushed out of that comfort zone of starting on over again. Like, they were fearful of becoming independent, fearful of being single. Now, potentially this could be because they feel like they were going to be a single parent, and they may not necessarily thought that they would have the resources. But I feel like once this kind of separation takes place, this person will end up having the resources. They'll have what they need, that lump sum, to start all over again. But I feel also, potentially to the detriment of your person, you know, they may not necessarily get their fair share to do with whatever has been, you know, set out for the two of them. I feel like for some reason, your person may have not necessarily come out trumps in relation to a financial situation. Like, they may have had to overly give to this other person, this other partner, just to kind of keep peace in their life so that they can respectfully end a connection that isn't necessarily working anymore, and just trying to go forward in some sort of peace and have a calmer life. Like, try to find some sort of common ground. I feel like your person, more than anything, is just genuinely excited and passionate about having a brand new beginning and starting off fresh. And I feel like they are kind of, you know, wanting to take things slowly. You know, I feel like this person wants to take things slowly as they transition out of one, like, kind of, you know, aspect of their life into a brand new one. Like, they've had to go through sudden changes, and it has most likely been a lot for, you know, your love interest and the karmic partner, and potentially if they have children, you know, neighbours and work colleagues and whoever else is involved. I feel like there's been a lot of upheaval, and it has been a real struggle. But I feel like it's not going to be so much of a struggle anymore. But potentially you may not necessarily know very much of what's going on in your person's life, especially if you live at a distance from each other, or you may feel emotionally distant or physically distant from this person. But they will eventually reach out and communicate with you, and actually, you know, be more positive and come forward with, you know, this sense of what they want in relation to their life, but also what they want with you in a connection, in a partnership. You know, they want a slow burn with you. They're very passionate about you. At the same time, they know that they don't want necessarily to rush in anything, and they may just be trying to embrace this new sense of independence in their life. They may feel like you're a very assertive, you know, independent person as well. And I feel like, you know, they feel like you and them could get on very well together and make a great team. But this person, whoever they were dealing with, they didn't just necessarily gel. They didn't gel together, and things just, you know, they didn't necessarily want the same things anymore. I feel like they kind of drifted apart. But your person most likely wants stability and security in their life, and eventually at a later date they probably would want a deeper commitment, most likely with you. But as of right now, I feel like this person's going through a lot of insecurities because they've potentially had to uproot and change their life completely. So you and this person will most likely have a reunion, but potentially at a later date when things are, you know, a lot more solid and grounded in their life. But potentially they may feel that you could still have a few things that you're working on. And that could be another reason, if you haven't necessarily reached out to this person, you know, you may be holding yourself back, especially if you're focusing on yourself as of right now, you know, looking after you. And I feel like this person, when they do come around, they would want to be able to look after you, but they wouldn't be in the place as of yet to do that. I feel like this person does want to have something very solid, very tangible with you, and for you and them potentially to kind of, you know, to start dating, you know, to potentially eventually become exclusive with each other. And, you know, you never know, there may be a point where you may like to move in together or what have you. But I feel like, you know, if this person was going to come around, you know, they are very much going to be on the sense of wanting to not necessarily make anything too serious with you too quickly, because of what they've been going through, or potentially take it how it resonates. But they definitely want to take a chance on love, and they are very open to the idea of, you know, meeting up with you and potentially, you know, going on dates, or just getting more romantically involved with you, or even just to build on a friendship level first if you've been out of each other's lives for quite some time. But I feel like they're just trying to gather up some sort of closure from a previous situation first before able to come towards you. Like, they don't want to make any hasty decisions on this old situation, but also with your situation as well. I feel like this person doesn't want to rush, because it's not necessarily to have this, you know, added pressure, because there is a lot of potential for you and this person to move on forward. So you could just be working on yourselves, like as of right now, in this brand new endeavor. Maybe something to do with your business, something to do with your career, your finances, becoming self-sufficient. You could be starting a brand new project. And maybe you're getting ready to open up and say that you've found something that you genuinely love and you've put your heart and soul into it, and you're going to be open and honest and say to this person, look, you know, I really do like the idea of you and I, you know, being friends and getting back together and being more involved in each other's lives. I've been through a lot as well. But then at the same time, yes, of course, it would be lovely to think of, you know, we could eventually have something in relation to love at a later date. But for right now, I feel like you're not really rushing into anything either, which is incredibly attractive to this person, because you do not want your life to be unbalanced here, with the Justice being in reverse and with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Also, the last thing that you would want is for your person to get in contact with you, or to be around you, or to date you, or what have you, and then potentially there is still a karmic partner or a karmic ex, or, you know, a baby mama or a baby daddy, or however this resonates, someone else kind of in the mix who is kind of stirring up trouble, trying to prevent you and them, you and your love interest, from building on anything, because they keep on kind of sticking their oar in, type of thing. And your person having to juggle you and this other situation and whoever they're dealing with, they may have responsibilities for and everything else. You know what, like, at the end of the day, I totally get it. You need to kind of work on you. I'm working on me. You know, it would be wonderful if eventually you and I could get together, but maybe at this point in time, it's not necessarily the right time. But it's nice to feel like you could both be eventually clear with each other about what it is that you want, in relation to your situation, and kind of, you know, you're allowing yourself to have the fresh start that you want in your life, and this person's allowing themselves to have that. And I feel like, in a sense, you could be mirroring each other right now. Like, you do want to work on a friendship and kind of hold back on the love portion of it here with the Page of Cups in reverse, because if this person has to close out, sever ties here, look at that, death and rebirth, with the Scorpio energy, Page of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They're having to close out or end a very painful situation with a love interest or a family situation, however it resonates, where there was most likely unrequited love and potentially some sort of infidelity or disloyalty to do with another situation, and that they were, you know, scared to change things before, but now they are getting ready to do that. because they weren't having the stability that they were wanting or the follow through to do with that connection in order for there to be a success and for them to step fully in their power with the Emperor. And for them to step into their power fully as the Emperor, potentially Aries or Scorpio energy, you know, they had to go through the breakup here with the Gemini energy of the Lovers in reverse and the King of Cups. You know, they had to close off a situation that wasn't working, you know, with a codependent relationship, potentially financially codependent, but I'm getting predominantly emotionally codependent. Like there could be other people in the mix who could be relatively jealous of the connection you and this person have. You know, even if it's just a friendship to start off with, other people do not like it. But I feel like that's not really going to phase your person too much, because they'll eventually, you know, want something more with you. But they definitely want you and them to be in each other's lives, and they're going to fight and protect for the connection with the two of you. But they have chosen that they've chosen you. They've chosen for themselves to get out of what they need to get out of, but they've also chosen that they want to reconcile and make things right with you. And they know that they can't just stay in the sake of another situation for, you know, because of they're fearful of the unknown, and it was a safe bet to be where they were in the past. They can't deal with someone, I'm getting, who's manipulative. They can't deal with this person anymore, and they know that they need to heal these old wounds. They need to push themselves forward, and they know that whatever they were dealing with in the past, it wasn't giving them the soul growth that they had wanted in order for them to be the best version of themselves. Okay, they realized that it was stunting their growth and the potential for them in this other situation, and what they genuinely want, what they're yearning for here with the Two of Wands, is to have the passionate brand new beginning here with you with the Ten of Cups. This is what they want. They want you and them to have potentially the long-term happy family home. What I'm getting is that they may have played happy families in another situation and everything kind of looked good, like maybe even on social media, but I feel like it wasn't necessarily true. It wasn't really right. Like there wasn't really the interest there in that situation, and so therefore they've had to close it off and end it here with the Ten of Swords in reverse. You know, it wasn't right. 10-10. So you could be seeing those numbers, or your person is. I feel like that's actually a power number, so it could be worthwhile looking it up. But this person realizes that this other situation's been on the brink of failure for a very long time, and that it needed to end. And that they want your connection to kind of eventually be brought back to life. Yeah, they want it to be brought back to life, but they may not feel very confident as of right now and very sure of themselves, especially if they're still healing before coming round to have a second chance with you. But they've definitely most likely have gone through a spiritual awakening in this recognition of your separation, but purely on the basis of breaking up with someone else. They've realised that there is more. Yeah, look at that, a baby mum or a baby daddy here with the Empress being in reverse, that they've needed to kind of break up from, to have this recognition that they are deserving of better, especially if they, you know, tolerated ill treatment or ill behaviour or cruelty from this other person. I'm getting even abuse, hopefully not physical, but some sort of abuse, which could have been very damaging, like to your person, potentially mind games. But I feel like eventually your person is going to communicate and let you know what's been going on with them, because they want to make things right, but they're having to set boundaries with someone else as of right now. But they know that you have set boundaries with them, and if you haven't been talking and they hurt you in the past and you cut them off, they actually have a lot of respect for you because you didn't tolerate any BS from them. You know, you actually stood up for yourself and went on for your own new beginning and found your independence and kind of didn't rely on them for anything or for anyone. And I feel like this has just proved to your person, like, they can't get enough of you. They're so attracted to you, and now they're really inspired to take the action to get their ish together, to then eventually show you their loyalty, especially if you have shown loyalty to them in your separation, and you still kind of hold a flame for them, like you still hold a candle for this person, and I feel like you are very passionate about them as well. but they are very much passionate about you too, especially if they haven't shown this in the past or more recently. They will be showing it soon, so I feel like there's going to be something really great brewing between the two of you. But it all takes time, doesn't it? So it does take time. But anyway, guys, that's kind of what I'm picking up on. I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment, I greatly appreciate it. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. I hope that you have a very good week, and we'll speak to you very soon, so please take care of yourselves. Thank you, and bye for now.